Nightbot. Nightbot ain't working. Oh, snap. I'm going to call Nightbot.
Mr. 105, bike. There's going on, but not much going on, because we rain and catch some dog when it's not looking at, mate. I just key this great because you ain't up in there to say hello, no doubt about it. World famous Mr. 105 is going to go down. One, two. Correct, big Yesu. 105. Correct, big Yesu. FT. Young T-Bird, no pain of strain, mate. Young T-Bird, Sarah, a whole bunch of bully in Jamaica, guaranteed my standard. Keep on doing it, and no fucking run. And I'm sure we'll bump it down when I can. Young T-Bird, Mr. 105, with this great big Yesu, FT101E is going up. I came on a practical vacation, but my vacation turned out to be something else. I've got a bunch of stuff doing down here, but I still headed back to Nova Scotia. Just another month, and I head right back out to Nova Scotia. Is that okay? You got this guy picking, leaving the colony, this guy picking great big onions to guaranteed my standard. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure we'll bump it down when I can, guaranteed my standard. Dangerous young people, your 105 minutes, great big years, so it's good, no doubt. Smoking. I don't really want much here. Because I got my go-to-bed box up here in Nova Scotia. I didn't ship it down. So it would be hard for me to take my stuff down, ship my stuff down to Jamaica, and then take it back to Nova Scotia, Canada. So I'm just talking about down, no doubt about it. Young T-Bird, Mr. 105 Cruz in this great big way, so been down. Young T-Bird, Mr. 105, I'm back in trouble, right.
Bop. I got a message here, man. Clean up here. Too many radios in here, man.
I can't tell no on the phone. I've been mad video. Cause it's raining and it's prime time. Catch you later. I'm out there too.
Ay, ¿cómo se me chupa cabra?
Keyboard. Keyboard. It's a little problem. It's a great situation. I'm back into the one keyboard right up there.
You just call them a chupacabra. So somebody Spanish. Maybe it's a Puerto Rican, I don't know. You say chupacabra.
That man 80 miles behind me, man. Hey, yo, man, that man 80 miles behind me. That's okay. Good night, good night. Yo, man, good night, good night.
Where's Guayo? Go on this side and lower the volume. There you go. Let me fix this over here. Line 'em up. We gotta line 'em up. We gotta line 'em up. We gotta line 'em up like ragchew. Hello, N3WER Ham Radio Elmer. Yeah, Danny has a 991A. Yeah, I am a ham. Kilo Delta 2 Zulu Zulu Echo. Kilo Delta 2 Zulu Zulu Echo. Let me turn on my DMR radio. Let me fire up my little Baofeng 1701. Let me go over here and fire it up. I did turn on the DMR. I turned on my hotspot.
Yeah, I think it's just fine.
Pan out over here a little bit. Yeah, Kilo Delta 2 Zulu Zulu Echo. That's my call sign. Let me see. I was monitoring talk group 91 actually. Yeah, so let me go back a little bit. Let me just
KJ58GXD, NFIYY.
there you go. And that's my call sign right there. Kilo Delta 2 Zulu Zulu Echo. So I'm just monitoring the talk group. Let me put it right. I'm gonna put it up here actually. Yeah, right there. I think it'll be good there. Why is it wobbly? What's going on with this thing? Hold on. Hold up. Okay. Is that better? Okay, shouldn't fall from there. Should not fall from there. There you go. 1980. No, I'm 2 years in. 2 years in. I'm a tech. I'm hoping to get my general sooner than later. So.
NFIYY, okay, I guess you're hearing me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Do you hear any noise? Is it loud and clear? Oh, sounds fine. I'm running drugstore.
I'm just monitoring. I'm just listening to C. That's a CB channel right now I was listening to. I'm gonna tune in a little bit. I'm just hanging out tonight. I'm not doing anything much today. Thing is that oh, you're V. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, I need to. Well, I'm gonna take the test sooner than later. The person that did give me the test, he passed away. His name was Paul. Well, he passed away a little over a year ago.
Have a nice day. 7-3 from
a little over a year ago.
Okay, bye. Thank
you. And I was hoping to take it there, but he passed away.
Have a good day.
Now I don't have no one nearby. Otherwise, I have to go to White Plains. Or I have to go in the city. You know, so. Anyway, shoot me an email. Go to my, here you go. Let me put my QRZ up. My email's right there. Right there. My email is going to be, if you hover, it's right there. That's my email. dannyradioandtech@gmail.com.
KF9, Nancy Lima. KF9, Nancy Lima. This is VK2.
I would like to take it. I would like to take it locally. I don't really want to do the remote thing. I'm really trying not to do the remote thing.
9 November Lima.
You know, I just want to get my general ready. I just want to go there.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma,
take the test, pass it.
United States, over.
That's it. I don't want to. Yeah. So.
Kilo Foxtrot Nancy Lima. This is VK2GAP.
Okay, that's Alfred. VK2 GAP. That's my man Alfred. Hello Luna. Hope you're doing well. WA33SWL. I'm just gonna say newer because it's N3WER. Anyway, N3WER. I grew up in a TV repair shop, so I had have that back. I moved large TVs in return that let me into Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy that gave me the test. I think he administered his 800 exam. He's he was around 90 when he passed away. Or close to 90. He was a good guy. His name is Paul. Okay, yes, all call me newer. I given call, not one I picked. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta study it a little bit. I have to study it for a few weeks, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks. It's really at this point, I just want to pass the test. I know enough that I'm okay. I'm not. So problem is I just been caught up doing a lot of things, you know. And I do have the hand prep, but I don't have the paid version. I don't really want to pay the. I really don't want to pay the paid version. So I use the QRZ, the practice exams on QRZ. Where's it at? The practice exams right here. I do that. The hand prep, yeah, I'll go over a little bit here and there. Maybe that's what I need to do. Just do the. I have the book. I have a little book there. Where is it at? It's around there somewhere. It's like a paperback book. Is all ham, no spam. Those books, just like for the tech, all ham, no spam. But with the tech, I read the book halfway and I did pretty well. So for the general, I'm gonna have to just go through the book. It's just small paperback. It's not that long. It's just that I've been so busy. But I really need to I need to say, okay, you know what I need to do? I need to set a date. I need to set a date. Yeah, yeah, FTA. Yeah, FTA. All states. 10 meters. Um, what you say? Yeah, what the hell was saying? Yeah, I know. I want to do it soon. I need to set a date. Once I set a date, then I'll just and just there's a lot of things are coming up now, and I don't want to put it off anymore. I mean, I'm glad I put it off for a year because some people are telling me. Let me turn this off for a second. Because some people are telling me, "Oh, you go right after your general," and then no, actually, it's a good thing that I took a year. It's a good thing that I took a year because I actually stumbled upon DMR and all this stuff, and C4FM on the Yesu. So I wouldn't have done DMR have I would have got the general right away. You know. So yeah, for me it was better late than never. I've always been a radio listener, your shortwave radio listener and all that. CB radio, I didn't do much CB. But After I started this channel, I noticed several, my fellow YouTubers started getting their license, and then I started saying, you know what, I'm gonna go for my license too, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. So,
Can you repeat? I asked you which was the amateur on the group of people that you've got on there. It was the one on the left up the top, isn't it? Was the one with the beard? I think that's the one. Go ahead, mate.
so it's a good thing that I didn't try.
I don't have that picture brought up right in front of me right now, but the actor's name is Tim Allen, and I suppose that he is a middle-aged gentleman. I don't
So
think Tim had a beard. I think.
I was saying, yeah. So it was a good thing that I didn't, that because I wanted to at least take a year before I take the general. Of course, now it's almost 2 years. No, now it's 2 years. So because I really wanted to do VHF, UHF stuff also, and I'm glad I took that year because I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about especially DMR. DMR is not something that's just easy to learn. Some people you'd be surprised. I talk to people here and they're like people that I talk to here and they've been operating like you for many years and they just got into DMR now. So I was like, wow. And then with me, the other thing with me was when I got my license, um, I wasn't planning to do not much single sideband or anything. I wanted to learn CW and just do digital. I didn't really care about talking all the time or whatever. And then when I discovered DMR and I started doing DMR and I started talking to people all over the world, then the talking bug got me. And then I was doing a single sideband, talking on single sideband. Of course, I could only talk on 10 because I'm a tech. And so now I need to get my general. It's very limited right now. Especially when I was talking about it last night with I was talking about it last night with a guy from England because in the UK, even a foundation license have access to HF on voice on so the only thing is they're limited by the power. They're limited in power. And I was saying, I said, why can't they just have that here? Like, I'm a technician. Okay, I get it, but can they at least give me access to some of the HF bands? Even if it was a small portion of it. I know there's talk about that, you know. There's talk about that eventually they might do that. I don't know. And so the guy that I was talking to last night or this morning, or this morning, um, like their foundation lights, they're limited to 25 watts. And that's it. Yeah. So now that he's an intermediate, now he can do 100 or 100 or 200, up to 200. I forgot what the number is. So, but he's basically like a general. The other guy I was talking about, the foundation, they're basically like a general. They have access to HF bands on digital and on single sideband. you know. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of sucks. Who knows? I know I hear about this delete stuff. I don't know what's going on. Some of it is like, I don't know. But yeah, I know once I get my general, that's it. I'm not gonna bother with extra and all that. I don't really care about that. You know. And I'm saying that now, and I'll probably change my mind later on. But because now I'm at the point now where I've done a lot of 10 meters, and I made a lot of contacts. But now it's like, okay, I want to do the other bands now. You know, that's basically it. And I'm also, I also um, picked up this guy, and I have stuff there. I have to unbox it. Actually, I have to make a video on it, like a CW tutor and all that stuff. And I got a whole bunch of tips. People told me you know, where to go to when I want to practice CW, what frequencies and all that. So, but I need to get my general. It's just been taking too long now. I just need to. I have to get it. I have to make a date. I think once I make a date and I mark it on the calendar, then I can, practice, and then I'll be ready. Because I did practice for it a year ago, but that was before they changed the. No, I hope it's not 2026. I'm hoping it's this year. I don't want to wait that long. I'm hoping maybe by the summertime. Sometime in the summertime I should have it. You know, yeah, but I don't want to wait too long. I need to get it already. I've been putting it on for too long. I put this over here. So I am getting kind of bored with the VHF, UHF, and the 10 meters. I'm starting to get. I'm actually getting very bored with it now. So
I'm a logbook as well. Um, I I confirm myself to logbook of the world, so I'm now entering your details into my
oh, you never done
logbook.
FT8?
So I'll have you duly log over.
Oh, yeah. When I first got my license right away, that's what I did, FT8, and it was a little learning curve, just setting it up. Well, the problem is I had the wrong radio to set it up with. Well, I still have it. I have a Yaesu FT818 MD, which is only like 6 watts, 5 watts, whatever. I tried, and it was a nightmare. And then my wife bought me the Zygo G90 for Christmas a couple of years ago, and that radio is so much easier to set up to do FT8. I just I had to get a couple of more accessories with it, and I was off and running on that one. 20 watts, and you know, then finally I bought this one a few months ago, about 8 months ago now, and of course this one is 100 watts. So, and then I started doing single sideband on this one because the G90 is nice. It's a nice little radio, but uh, it's a little deaf on receiving. You know, it's kind of a little deaf. And I'm using the same antenna that I used for this one. I use the G90. So yeah, AM mode. Yeah, Be right back. What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm on the line. One. What's up?
Nothing. When you get free, the box is in the L.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, here, we'll get some packages in a few minutes. I left them in the alley. 991, nice radio, but AM, not good. Yeah. Well, you're talking about AM mode or medium wave radio in general? Because I did notice that the 991A is not a great receiver in terms of medium wave. But I didn't buy this radio for medium wave, so I don't care. I didn't buy this radio for that. This radio main purpose was I bought this radio for two reasons. One, AM mode. Okay, so yes, I don't really care about that. 'Cause I know the medium wave is it's a little wide as a receiver, but I don't really care about that. The reason why I bought this is, obviously HF. It has 6 meters, and the fact that it has VHF, UHF. Basically, and that's why I bought it. Is it the nicest looking radio? No, it's not the nicest looking radio. The waterfall is very choppy, but it's okay. It's just, it works for me. I really wanted the VHF, UHF because I wanted to do, not only I'm doing DMR, but I dabbled into, the ASU, C4FM, little digital mode that I'm, talking to people on. So I said, you know what? This radio has C4FM. That's why I got it. The next radio in the future probably be the 7300. Yeah, I thought about the FTDX10, but it's okay. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I really don't. I think the 7300, along with this one, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty set right there. I was going to get the 7300, and then I saw this one. I was thinking about the FTDX10. I was really thinking about that one. And then I saw this one. And I say, you know what? I got to have this one because I'm going to kick myself if I didn't get this one. And then, because I want to do C4FM. And also I could do 29 FM. Well, I can't do it right now. The radio can do it, but I'm not allowed to do it. So until I get my general, I'm not allowed to do FM on 10. That's another thing I can't do on 10. I can't do FM on 10. So that's another thing I can't do. So, but, just got to memorize the thing and take it already. Yeah. But the next one, that's going to be the 70, most likely the 7300. Actually, the price that I paid for this, I could have got the 7300. But yeah, I'm not allowed to use 29. And also, because there's also a beacon frequency. They call it C4. They call it C4 FM on HF, and it's basically this radio on HF. There's not too many radios that can do that, so there's one of the few that can do C4 FM beaconing on HF. That means that I can send out a signal, right? Of course, I'm not. I did it as a demonstration, but I didn't know at the time that I'm not supposed to do it yet because I'm not licensed for that particular that band. So that's basically using HF propagation, but for digital voice, digital. And Um, so I tried it out because it's one of the radios that you can't do that. There's not too many radios that you can do that. First of all, they have to be Yaesu. They have to have HF, and they have to have the digital voice for Yaesu. That's it. Those are the three things they have to have. So there's one of the few models that can do that. And there's a Facebook group for that. So it's called C4FM on HF. So there's a frequency, I forgot, I think it's 29 point, I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. And you do beaconing. And if somebody hears your signal, let me put it down here. A box pops up with their call sign. With their call sign, right? It's a box. You can have multiple. You can have a few of them. Because it's touchscreen. There's a box that pops up with the call sign. If they have the GPS, you'll see the distance. How many miles away or kilometers, depending on how you set it up. And then all you have to do is touch that button or the screen there, and you can try to talk to him digital, using digital. Most of the time, from what I heard, it works depending on conditions. So you're using HF propagation, but you're trying to talk digital. So you'll see like the buttons, you'll see like when I demonstrated it, I shouldn't, but I did. And I had two people hear my beacon. One of them was from Canada, from British Columbia. One of them was from British Columbia, and one of them was from somewhere else. And by the way, you don't have to have, this has GPS. You can put a GPS module on this. But you don't have to do GPS. You can just if you set up your coordinates, that's enough for them to so you can see the mileage. So the one in Canada, I saw it was from British Columbia, and you can see how many miles he was away. I forgot. It was like 3,000. He was in British Columbia, on the other side, on the West Coast. So you can see the miles on it. Then the other one, it didn't have no mileage because he didn't set up his coordinate, or he didn't have GPS. Because you got to have one or the other for you to see their mileage, how many miles away they're from. So, I don't know. I don't know I'm not familiar with the 9700. Yeah, and it sounds like a cell phone. Yeah. Oh, you did it one time. Okay. I have something similar to a Trams 1411. I do have a discone. I don't like the discone with this radio and VHF UHF because it doesn't tune well. I have that's the one with the whip, with the CB whip in the middle. The 1411, I believe. Although mine is not called 1411, it's actually a Jetstream brand, JDT2, something like that. But anyway, it's the same thing as a 1411. But I wouldn't use it with this one because SWR looks kind of, but I haven't tried it with this one, to be honest. But when I tried it with other radios, it seems that yeah. I have to look into that then. 10-meter core on top. Oh, okay. I have to look into that. Because, the way it is now, I noticed it's like the SWR is a little too, yeah. I have better options that I can use. And don't get me, it's a great receiving antenna. I love my Discone. It's a great receiving antenna. But I really haven't tried it out because right now that one is upstairs. The coax. Eventually, I'm gonna bring everything down here again, and then I'll set it up, and then maybe I'll try that one out. I mean, because that one, it says, I can go all the way up to, you know, transmit on so many frequencies. So I think you can. I think you can do. I know you can do. What is it? Yeah, 10, 11, of course. So yeah. Newer. Poppy, he likes the UHF, VHF. Then he learned sooner or later, and you have to, yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh, by the way, Danny, from China, iRadio Plus delivered the same. Yes, I know. I know. They all similar. They all have the. That's why people look at it and they think they can. They think that they're gonna get a single sideband transceiver. That's not the case. It's basically it's just a receiver on HF. It's a receiver on HF. You know. I think with the exception of the CB band. For example, I'll give you an example. Like it has the medium. The HF antennas in the middle, but that antenna, what you call it? That port is receive only, and that's the one with the SI chip. And this one, when you transmit on, you can transmit on the CB band on that radio on 27, but it's FM, only FM. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy one. I don't really have a need for it. What I may do is I may wait for the one FXF M0FXB. If I don't know if you know his channel. He was on my live stream this morning. Last couple of mornings he's been on my live stream. I watch his channel. He has a lot of So he has most of those radios now. They're sending him all those radios to review, or he's buying them. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, he has a few of them. So he broke it down. The one that I'm probably gonna wait for is the one I'm probably gonna wait for is one with GPS and DMR, something like that, maybe. Uh, you know, all of those with the HF and all that. I'm gonna wait and see because I don't know how good the reception is gonna be on HF, and quite honestly, I don't expect them to be great on HF until there's a full bloom. Oh, yeah, you got to slow down a little bit. I got Nightbot. Anyway, yeah. I know nobody's chatting right now, but oh, hello, James Farley. I got Nightbot. So you gotta slow down just a little bit. That's not, and I have no control over that. It's Nightbot. The reason for that is because if somebody keeps writing stuff and I can't keep up, then so sorry about that. Anyway, let me view deleted message. I'm sorry. It'll come back. Let me view it. Yeah, APRS GPS single sideband. Yeah. The radio does have the radio the one that he mentioned. CC firmware. Okay, I'm just viewing all the. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna wait because they're rolling them out so fast. Although APRS is not a deal breaker for me. I do APRS with my phone. You know, I got APRS with my phone. So, and by the way, my hotspot does APRS. It sends all that out. If I go there, you'll see all my, you know, I'll show you. Let me see if I can do it here. Let me see if I do. Let me see. If I go to the website, and I put my call sign, you know, uh, okay. If I do, is the station info? So right now it's all of these see hotspot, you know, see the Yesu C4FM. That's a Yesu. This Yesu because I got the coordinates on this one. The hotspots have the coordinates, so it's doing that APRS stuff also. So I mean that's not a big deal. It really isn't. So it's not a deal breaker for me. Put it right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Nightbot. Sorry about that. Is that Nightbot? Notice that if you're just as if it's only you alive, you're like, okay, you need to slow down. Sorry about that. I'm trying on Nightbot because I plan to do long live streams, and I'm not always gonna be in, looking in the chat. I'm gonna be playing like a lot of best of, a lot of clips, a lot of uncut footage. I want to play, but I don't want to edit it and make it into a video. I'd rather just put it on a live stream and let it play. And especially if I decide to do a 24-hour stream and things like that. So I'm trying out different things, you know. I'm trying out different things, you know. And okay. No, plus also, yeah, I have a uh and the reason why I'm trying out Nightbot because I do have a couple of trolls, you know. There was a couple of trolls that I was getting, and I kept doing the subscribers only. And it got to the point that, you know what, I'm just gonna open up the live stream against everybody. But they just need to especially that guy. That guy used to scroll like crazy. So, things like that. All right. Anyway, newer ham radio Elmer 73, email me sometime. Okay. Anyway, you got my email, so especially he says caps. Okay. Yeah, I guess he sees all those caps and he thinks you're spamming. Bad night bot. Bad Nightbot. I'm gonna time out Nightbot. I think gonna have to put Nightbot on timeout. Let me see. Can I time out Nightbot? Can I time him out? Oh, I can't time him out. I can time him out. Bad Nightbot. You know? Yeah. Nightbot loves the monitor here. Well, he wasn't on last night. I didn't try that mobile. I didn't open up the because when I started the live stream, I did a Nightbot command. It didn't work, so I had to go to my Nightbot account and then I invoked the command. And then let me see. Let me go back to the dashboard. Let me see now. Yeah, see. Right now it's counting the top. Right now, top chatterers is you, James. He keeps track of the top chatterers, and then after a while, I think what happens is I can tell Nightbot, okay, because you. Oh, by the way, because you're a mod, okay, he's safe. He's like, it takes time for Nightbot to learn certain people. You know, I don't know. I hate doing this, but I'm trying out different things, folks. You know, I'm trying to be I'm trying out different things. I want to have like polls. I want to do like I really want to do long live streams, even if I'm not around. I can't do long live stream and just close the chat and let it play. I can do that too. Maybe I'll do some of that too. Maybe just for because that way people know. Okay, he's just playing the best stuff, like the best stuff clips or uncensored ones. I had more, but I deleted some like a dummy. I should have kept them. Especially ones that I should have kept. Like every time, like when you do different takes, sometimes I'll mumble. Like sometimes I'll forget to say something, especially when I'm, making video clips. I mean, yeah, if I should have kept it because there were some funny ones, especially when I'm in a safe spot and I have the tripod in front of me and my belly hits the tripod. Oh my god, that was I happened a couple of times, and I was just cursing like, "What the?" I remember that, like, because you know what, you know, remember the last video I made with the radio, with the weather radio? That's the washing machine, right? That's the washing machine. So it's kind of tight there because I got to put the Before I used to put the tripod in front of me. That's why I had to get the gooseneck. Now I got the gooseneck that comes from above. But before I didn't have the gooseneck. Before I bought the gooseneck mount, I had to use a tripod. And I didn't even have the skinny one. I had the regular wide tripod. So I'm trying to squeeze in between the tripod. Like the tripod is in front of me with the camera phone and the washing machine. And I would get closer and my belly hits it and ruins the shot. So you know, like I got to the point like that's why I want to do long line stream because it's not I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it. If I want to keep doing this, it's a numbers game. Let's just be honest. I want to keep doing this, but sometimes it gets boring. So it's a numbers game. If I can be on a lot more, and people can see me a lot more, and I can make more ad money, then I'm motivated to keep on making stuff, content. Because at some point it's gonna get, you know what I mean? Especially when there's you know, stations closing, all this nonsense, all this stuff, because I'm not gonna be buying radios out of my pocket. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't be buying radios out of my pocket. Somebody left me a comment this morning. Some Jennifer woman, and she's like, this video is old. This video is like 4 years ago already. She's cursing me out. She's like, you spend the first 6 minutes fucking talking about New York this and that, and she literally said fucking doing this, and I'm like, I guess, man, she got really triggered. She got really triggered that, this is a video that I made like 5 years ago, you know? Yeah, but it's a numbers game, James. It's a numbers game, you know? It's a numbers game. So, if I were to start doing some 24-hour live streams, I think I'll get the attention of a lot of people. And it's not even about watchers, because that can be manipulated. The watcher stuff, and some of it can be manipulated. But I think what happens is, uh, with Google is the more often you on, either whether it's live or you posting videos or a combination of both, they keep recommending you. They keep recommending you to a lot, to anybody watching. So that's how you get rewarded. You got to keep putting, and it's not easy because you got to get up for that, you know, and I don't want to be one of those people that come out on live stream, because I really don't want to do that panhandling nonsense. I really don't want to do that, because when I go to a live stream, let's be honest, the last thing I want to hear is somebody keep reminding me to donate. Let me put it over here. This thing is shaking this table. Let's just be honest. Yeah, what I like people sending me here and there something. That's why I put the subscriber thing. I put the subscriber thing. Like, if you the member, I put the member thing. I'd rather have just somebody be a member. The lowest member is $2.99 a month, and then the other one is $5.99 a month, and that's it. I prefer people just be members. Then me, I have to ask people for super chat. You know, I don't want to be like other channels. I don't want to be like the other channels, because that gets old after a while. It gets old. I rather have, that's why I appreciate Tassel. I get $2.99 a month. Well, I don't get that because YouTube takes 30% of that. So, but at least that's every month. One person sending me this amount, and then I have another person sending me this the other tier. So I don't mind the member thing. I'll be honest with you, if I had about 30 or 40 members, like that's a lot better than someone. And I'm talking about, they all could be $2.99. But I think that'll be a lot better than, oh, let me give him $20 one day, or let me send them 10 one day. I rather, that's why I put my membership so low. $2.99 a month is not even a cup of coffee a month. Should I mention it often? I don't really want to do that. That's the point. I don't want to be doing that. It's there. It's there on my website. It's there on the channel. You know. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to get to the point like because that like again, I don't really want to talk about another channel, but I don't want to have a pizza fund or beer fund. I don't want to do that. You know, I'd rather just have you want to be a member, be a member. You have a different badge. I have different icons for members, and that's it. You have a badge, and you know what? And that helps me every month because even if it's say it's a $2.99 minus 30%, combined with what I get from the ads, combined with what I get from Amazon, that's enough to buy a radio like this right now every other month. You know, and that's it. And that keeps the content. You know, like the donut antenna set, right? And that was $22 total. You see something like that. Like this is in my pocket. This is all from my pocket. But I'm talking about like SI 4732 little radio. That was from YouTube. You know, right? The little radio, the donut antenna set. What else? The little fiberglass whip that I still got to put on the roof. And that's all YouTube. You know, I wait a month or two before it adds up to $100, and then I get paid, and I use that money to buy these things. I don't want my channel to turn into that. I don't want my channel to be like you know, you know, you know, uh, a salad fun. I don't want that. I really don't want that. I really don't want that. If it gets to a point where the ad money can just make that, that's fine. So yeah, so she like cursed me out in the comment that I talked too much for the six. All I heard for 6 minutes was you about New York City, and then I just came here expected to hear police frequency, and I could have just went on the app and listened to that, like complaining. My reply was, all right, well, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. That's it. I'm not gonna bother. I didn't even ban her. I didn't even ban her. I just said thank you for watching. Have a good day. That's it. I'm sick of people whatever. But I'm gonna try to automate it too. I'm gonna automate it. That's why I'm trying on Nightbot. I'm not always gonna be online myself talking when I do a live stream. I'm it's gonna happen sooner or later. I'm getting the clip. I need to get about 6 hours worth of clips. I'm gonna let it loop for 6 hours and see what numbers I get from that. And I'm gonna be rotating a few, and I'm gonna do that every day. I'll do my own live streams that I'll be on. Of course, I'm gonna upload videos, but when I'm not on either one, there's gonna be a live stream running by itself. You know why? Because that's gonna keep YouTube is gonna recommend me. They're gonna recommend more and more. So, you know. Oh, hello, Ernest Wilson. Yeah, I remember you the other day. Thank you for stopping by. Just dropping by for a minute, say hello, and click the thumbs up. I need to head out and go to work. By the way, just wanted to say hello. 73 from Ernie in Pennsylvania. W3GUY. Cool. I like your call sign. Nice call sign. Whiskey 3 Golf Uniform Yankee. I almost forgot. Oh my God, my brain is. Anyway, thank you, Ernie. Ernest. Ernest. Sorry, I'm used to. I grew up with a. There's a guy from Vermont. His name is Ernie. That's what we used to call him, Ernie. Ernest. Anyway, thank you, Ernest. So yes, that's what I want to do. I want to do some automated. I want to say automated. I'm still gonna be I'm still gonna be around, and I may drop in and chime in. Okay, go by Ernie or Ernest. Have a good night. Catch up to you soon. Keep streaming. Thank you, Ernest. Ernie, I'm gonna call you Ernie. Appreciate it. Thank you. So these are things I want to do. I have a lot of content I want to load, but some of it is not. I don't want to edit it and cut it up and all that. I have catches. DX catches that I have it on video, and I need to just edit out a piece and just put the. Problem is that I have so much of it because my hard drives they fill up pretty fast. I have to move them to the servers behind me. There's more storage on the servers, and sometimes I forget about them. So that's why I don't mind popping in at 3 in the morning and do a. You know, I want to maximize the time that I have. Right now, for example, I don't have to get up early this week. My son is on a school break, so I'm just gonna let it roll because there's gonna be a time that it might slow down a little bit. You know, I appreciate that, James. I like when you do band scan, so I can band scan with you. Cool. I appreciate it. And yeah, I know you're nearby. I mean, I know you're in the tri-state area. You're in Jersey, and I'm here in Yonkers, New York. So we can get similar reception and compare, which is cool. Like Radio New Zealand, I did it with the Malahan. I was like, really? Malahan got Radio New Zealand? And then I had to pop in the SI 4732, and I got it. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to bring the TEF 6686, and it sounded nice and clear. So, yeah, 35 miles. So, yeah, tri-state area. Yeah, tri-state area. We were going to go this week down there to the temple. There's a big Hindu temple. And we still didn't get to go to the mall. We didn't go to the what they call what is it? Not the Great American Mall. The one in Jersey, the one by the Mellon. We didn't get to go there. Tomorrow we're gonna go somewhere up. We're gonna go up. We might go upstate somewhere tomorrow. And then Thursday, I don't know what's gonna happen Thursday. So yeah, that one. I think that's the one in Edison. It's a big Indian temple. It's a and yeah, she wants to go to that, and I've been dying to take her there, so she wants to go there. So we're gonna try to do it this week, and of course you asked me about Easter the other day. She's gonna be working on. She works this weekend, so Easter Sunday I'm just gonna be home with my son. I don't do anything. I don't do anything special on Easter Sunday anyway. We really don't because first of all, my wife is Hindu, and my wife is she's practicing Hindu. So I observe Good Friday. I won't drink alcohol or anything like that on Good Friday, or at least probably the weekend too. I wouldn't, although I I can't say I always done that. I always not done that. But this weekend I probably not. Uh, I'll be okay this weekend. As a matter of fact, tonight I'm gonna stay up and have a few beers. Tonight I'm gonna be up quite a bit. But and oh, by the way, I mentioned that. Um, the next boiler, the next time I do a boiler live stream, I have the Radio Shack DX 398. That's the radio I'm gonna use in the boiler room next. I looked at a couple of radios. I want to try that one. The radio. Let me bring it over here. I'll show you. Because you don't know. I'll show you. Because I was testing out the plug. I needed a plug for this one. So here it is. DX398. That's gonna be the next boiler room. So I'm gonna have it by where no, I'm not in the corner. It's gonna be hooked up with MLA 30. I'm gonna hook it up with the MLA 30 right here. External. Where my magnifying glasses at? Anyway, external. So I'm gonna do external. I'm gonna hook it up. So I'm gonna have it on the stand, on the clear stand. I'm gonna have this one on the clear stand. I'm gonna do medium wave, short wave. We're gonna do medium wave, short wave, and FM. Because this has RDS. RDS, see? RDS. So FM, I'm gonna have to switch it to the U loop. I have the U loop over there too. I can do FM on the U loop. The U loop can go. By the way, for those of you that don't know, the U loop can do VHF. You just have to reshape it. But my U loop is so droopy. It already looks like because it's technically it's a dipole. People don't know that. It's not a true loop on VHF. It's actually because there's a gap above. It's a gap because the wires are crossed. I forgot the name of the. Anyway, it's also VHF, the U loop. So I'm gonna, when I do the FM portion, I'm gonna plug in the U loop to do the FM part until I can get another FM antenna in there, or maybe I'll run the or I'll run the television antenna and then I'll get an extension. But yeah, FM, I mean, medium wave, short wave, FM. I'll do a scan with this radio. I want to do it on all bands, and it has RDS. All right, I haven't used this radio in a long time. I bought this radio. I think I bought it. I remember I bought. I think it was on eBay. I paid like $50. I think it was $50. So yeah, it's a very good radio. It's still a good radio. This is a very good radio, and I don't want to jinx it now and then something happens to it. But yeah. Oh yeah, Luna. Yeah, Sanjian. Yeah, this is also the what is it? ATS. Is it the 818? I forgot what model. Or 909? It's one of them. Yeah, it's the same thing. You got the big alphanumeric display right here. That's why yeah, it's a Sanjian. So this radio is basically a Sanjian with a Radio Shack brand. It is a Sanjian. Yeah, Sanjian. Trying to remember which model. I have to look it up. Let me see. Is it the 909? Let me see. Radio Shack. Radio Shack. DX398. And then Let me see. Yeah, ATS 909. Okay, I had to look it up. All right. Yeah, yeah. That's well. You mentioned about the speaker. It has knock on what has happened to me, but another YouTuber said that the one bad thing about this radio is the speaker tends to go out. Speaker tends to mine works fine, so but that's what he said. But I think that's one of the few things about this one is I think the speaker tends to short out or something, and then you have to replace it. Yeah, I know, but it sounds. I like this. This sounds pretty good. What else? There was another YouTuber that modded the backlight. He put a LED back light inside. So anyway, I'll do a boiler room. I'm gonna do scan with this one next because I was gonna do a scan with this one, but then I saw this one. I'll show you the other one. But I like the DX398 better. Let me go back. But I like that one better because I this one doesn't have a keypad. It's a good radio. It just doesn't have a keypad, and it kind of you know. And also, what I don't like about this radio is this. I don't like this. I hate this. I get FM, but shortwave, really? Shortwave? You put this for shortwave? And then medium wave, they have this. So, the only problem with this is I do have an adapter that I can, but I prefer a connector. If I want to use it with the MLA30, anyway, I made a video on that, by the way. Basically, is a standoff. Let me go get it. Let me go get the standoff. I have it in the bottom because I was setting all this up. Yeah, so the standoff. So what you do is you loosen this, you put one wire here, then you put it the other end here, right? And then there's a BNC. And then you hook this up to the MLA30. I made a video on that, by the way. Yeah, there's a speaker wire. So a standoff. But I use this guy, a standoff. So this goes to the MLA30. And these go the wire, wire. Okay, you can loosen it here, whatever. Some radios have this. This one doesn't have that. So I have to put the wire in there. So you use a standoff. So it'll be like this. Wire. MLA30 or whatever modern antenna. That's it. So, and then the shortwave one, I have to use an adapter. Where is it at? I have one around there. Anyway, it's an adapter for this kind of connector to, you know, I wish I could have used a BNC. They should have made this one a BNC. Because this one is, let me see which one is FM. Yeah, this one is FM. Fine. FM. Shortwave, they should have made it into a BNC or SO239. Right? BNC or SO239. That's a pet peeve of mine with this radio. This is FM. This is fine. This is AM. But shortwave, put a freaking BNC. BNC would have been fine. Or, you know, or freaking SO239. You know, one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Just put one of those. I don't understand why they put this. Yeah. So James Farley, let me read Luna's do a ICF. I have the I don't have that one. I have the Luna, I don't have that one. I have this Sony. The ICF 2002. Right here. I'll do that one. I'll do that one day soon. This one. I have this one for ICF 2002. I don't have the 7600 GR. I had another one. I gave it to Tasso. I had a 7600 ICF. Was it? I had the SW 7600. I gave it to Tasso as a gift because you know he's been a supporter of my of this channel. He's my longest member, so I sent them. It's basically this radio, the same radio. It's the same radio. I sent them my other one, the same radio. So I sent it to him. So this is the only one I have now, the ICF 2002. Okay, and I mean I love this radio too. Don't get me wrong; it's a very nice radio. Let me put this over here. So you got the batteries for the clock, and then you got the battery for the radio. And of course, this one does have external right there. External antenna input. So I can hook this one up with MLA30 also. And you know, maybe I'll do one with this one too. And this one is also AM. This one is medium wave. I mean long wave, medium wave, short wave, and FM. This one also. But I want to do I'm gonna do the boiler room one with this one. Next. I'll do this one. I want to do this one in the boiler room with the MLA30. This one, this is a DXer. This is a DXer. This is a DXer. I mean, this is a medium wave DXer. This radio right here. And this is also a medium wave DXer. This one is okay. It can, but it's very limited. You know, it only has a narrow, wide bandwidth. That's it. You know what I mean? It's very limited. Very limited bandwidth. You know, and it doesn't have a keypad. It's kind of a pain to tune around, you know. But this one sounds very good. It's very good. And so I'll do that one in the boiler room, and then I'll probably do I'll probably do the 660. Maybe I'll bring down the PL 660 because I like that one too. The 660. That's another one that I like. PL 660. Let me put this over here. Yeah. Hello, Elmer time. AD7LN checking in from CNI85NI. 70 degrees Fahrenheit clear. Nice. Yeah. So, yeah, James Farley has a PL 880. Yeah. Let me see what else. Yeah, and yeah, he has a 330. So, yeah, so I'm gonna do it with this one then. I want to set this one up in the boiler room, and I'll do a scan with this one because this one has RDS, so it has the RDS on it. I want to know how well this does. And maybe I'll reroute the FM antenna in the boiler room. So when I do the FM portion, I'll use the roof antenna for this one. I'll use the roof antenna for this one. So yeah, so this is also the 909. The Sanjian ATS 909. So so you gotta stay tuned for that. And I'll probably do it for a couple of nights. So if I don't do it, if I don't do it later, because I'm gonna probably get. And then it'll be tomorrow morning, tomorrow, not tomorrow, anyway, you gotta stay tuned. But I want to use this one for a couple of days or so. I want to use this one, and then I gave enough love to the TF 6686. I want to rotate some other radios. You know. Yeah. So we're just rag chewing here. Let me put the receiver on, and then and then so I have to do a couple of things, and then yeah, the Traveler, Eton Traveler 3, Luna, yeah, has, yeah, RBDS, if I'm correct, I think. Down to, let me try, let me try to see. if this is dark mode. This is dark mode. Man, I thought they had dark mode. That would have been nice. I think this takes away the focus. Oh, hello, Tasso. Oh, good evening, Tasso. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It's coming in loud and clear. 20 megahertz. I think it was going to be loud and clear right now. Yeah, wow. 10:28 in the evening, too. Wow. Hey, I'll be right back. I have to go get a couple of packages. Be right back.
Altitude 2 hours, 30 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time. National Institute of Standards and Technology Time. This is radio station WWD, Fort Collins, Colorado, broadcasting on internationally allocated standard carrier frequencies of 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz, providing time of day, standard time interval, and other related information. Inquiries regarding these transmissions may be directed to the National Institute of Standards and Technology, radio station WWD, 2000 East County Road 58, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80524. Altitude 2 hours, 31 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time. Altitude 2 hours, 32 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time.
All right. All right, here you go. I had to go get a package. It was heavy. Oh my God. Where are my glasses? All right, sorry. Oh, all right. Let me see. Let me try. Let me see. Actually, I'm not gonna do this. Let me try. Nope. Radio New Zealand? No. I can hear it. There's noise on it. Radio New Zealand. Radio New Zealand International in English. I can hear it. Let me turn on my hotspot. All right, let me go down to let me try 15. Yeah, well, let me try 15.7. Oh, my bad. Let me try 15. There you go.
Win for President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration.
Authorities warn parents to keep an eye on their kids' online activity after a 12-year-old boy was killed with suspicion of two terrorist-related projects he had been influenced by ultra-violent Islamic State propaganda. The analysis of gruesome videos and images in France, 70% of people arrested for suspected terror plots are under 21, with similar trends seen in other countries. This shows how easily young people nowadays are exposed to harmful content online.
Hackers break Morocco's social security database in an unprecedented cyber attack, leaking personal data on the messaging app Telegram. Authorities have not named suspects yet.
Indonesian doctors urgently warn against drinking contaminated water after horrifying images show giant worms being removed from a 3-year-old boy's body.
Antibiotic resistance is linked to over 3 million cow deaths in 2022, mostly Africa and Southeast Asia. Valentine's.
Simple new blood tests could help identify Parkinson's disease at its earliest stages, years before symptoms arise. New research finds
Schools in Punjab, Pakistan are urged to change working hours or start summer holidays early if extreme heat persists.
industry is supercharging pollen allergies, giving sensitive people with more pollen over a longer season due to rising temperatures, while extreme health habits that cause mass hospitalizations are becoming more frequent.
Report: a Caspian Sea is shrinking fast, likely losing an area larger than Iceland, even below 2 degrees Celsius of global warming. This endangers animals like Caspian seals, sturgeons, and migratory birds after habitats vanish.
Yeah, WRMI.
As coastal left high and dry, local economies struggle, and toxic dust makes people sick, just like what happens with the
No Radio New Zealand there. Let me see, 11. I wish I could get North Korea. I wish I could get North Korea. Yeah, and I'm gonna drop down to it's gonna drop down to uh, 10 megahertz.
This is Jane Lamb with your daily promise from Yar's Word. A woman named Celeste posted online about an experience she had taking her little boy to kindergarten. It was a cold morning, and the children with their parents huddled close to the building, trying to get out of the...
Subject content. But now, seems like every commercial, the commercials are getting worse and worse. They're not offended. Something wrong here. Something wrong here. I'm offended. And so I never watch television anymore, news or anything, except to have a remote in my hand. And I switch away when this skin show starts. This is ridiculous. Why not just say, if we have a good product here, this is what the product does, this is why you need it, instead of trying to entice people to buy things they don't need. Just remember, friends, you have all.
I know I need to send out for a couple of them. I need to send them out.
Don't forget to call our toll-free number, 1-800-523.
EQSL? Okay.
Or write to the Shortwave And Broadcast, PO Box C, Nashville, Pennsylvania.
Good job, Yankees. Yeah, I know they're playing the Royals.
Unit Universal Time, 2 hours, 52 minutes. 12h52 minutes.
Wow. Radio teletype. 7850 yesterday as well.
Canada, 223, 2h51 minutes, 2 hours, 53 minutes.
You make that decision. He's a private scared with all the land. And he's nothing at all. So you make the decision. And part of the decision, number one, is what he took. Number two, he took dedication. 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 He's calling for dedication. God's calling you to dedicate yourself to the vision. Dedicate yourself to the mission. Dedicate yourself to the plan and purpose of God. Dedicate yourself to God 100% in the year 2008. Commitment. You took a commitment to be able to do it. Therefore, there is out of the decision, dedication, commitment, and not a commitment, but determination. Determination. And without determination, you will not have it. Determination. You have to determine in your heart that you will not stop, you will not look left to the right, that you will keep on keeping on, because you're dedicated to the vision of knowing Him. Knowing Him and to know His ways everlasting. A decision to follow Him with all your heart, with all your strength. A decision to praise Him and not become a people praiser.
There you go, WRNO.
The fool has said, no God. No, there ain't no God. God said that too, you know. He said, there is no God like unto me. David said it. The prophet said it. You are the only God. Not Allah, not Buddha, not Mary, not Obama, not R.J. Stare.
Yeah.
The Lord.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been finding a lot of strange utility channels lately.
Christ.
Yeah.
He is God. Well, you know one thing, Jesus.
Tonight, some stations are a little louder than others, but you're coming in to find an average 5'9". As usual here in Virginia with great audio there, right? How you been?
Ladies and gentlemen, today is Tuesday, April 15, 2025. This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara 60 meter band, the 812 30 UDC, and 1760 kilohertz to you. You can control us over 6.3A and 4A satellites and on the internet at www.tjadidler.com through radio link and under the radio extendable section. Our email address is info@tjadidler.net.pr. Continues the Voice of Turkey represents our future programs and some beautiful Turkish music. This is continuous in English. As senior Hamas officials said that a Palestinian resistance movement will most likely respond to an Israeli ceasefire proposal it received through mediators within 48 hours. Hamas will most likely send its response to the mediators within the next 48 hours, as the movement is still conducting in-depth consultation within its leadership framework as well as with resistance factions in order to formulate a unified position, the Hamas official said. Meanwhile,
All right. That sounds like the Voice of Turkey, right? Sydney. I'm just gonna call you Sydney. Good evening. Yeah, I'm called Sydney. I live in Porto Alegre City in southern Brazil. Okay, welcome. Hello, Sydney. Welcome to the live stream, and thank you for stopping by. I have big doubt about the operational radio that have single sideband. Whenever this feature is activated, it sounds like they seem to lose quality compared to radio. Well, and that's a debate in itself. Could you at some point make about this topic? Man, I could talk about it, but I'm not an expert on this topic. But I understand why they go to single sideband. It's a long thing, but there's a lot of videos on that out there. Yeah. James Farley, single sideband mode is the way I tune all my stations and I change. Yeah, that too. This one I went by it, I wasn't sure, and then I went back, and here it is.
One Holland said in a
Because these particular stations are, what they say, 40-meter man. You got operators right nearby, ham operators, and then you get this station, a shortwave broadcast station on 40-meter band, and so you're tuning. I'm tuning down here on lower sideband because I'm expecting to hear, hams, and then this station comes in, kind of throws you off a little bit.
she was disrupting your foreign policy or engaging in anti-Semitic activities, and yet this is the claim that Moscow is making in public. So it turns out that it's a big lie.
All right.
The memo described to the Pope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's shared with international broadcasters.
Over. The frequency is clear. It's clear. Over. Clear the clear. You will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. This frequency here is clear and clear. You will clear the frequency. Over. I'll clear the frequency. You will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. Where's Doc? You will clear the frequency. I'll give us in the background, gentlemen. Please stay disconnected. Yeah, kilowatt number 2, Sierra Echo Tango. You will clear the frequency. Over. Roger that. Cleared. You will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. Ground control. Razor call. You will clear the frequency. Over. Over. We have clearance. Over. Over. Hello, I'd like to speak with clear the frequency. Over. Over. We will clear the frequency. Over. We will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. You will clear the frequency. Over. I'd like to call it a common bond. It will clear the frequency. Over.
Like children in here.
You will clear the frequency. Over. 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 Bye, David. You will clear the frequency. Over.
I could just let that play and let it, you know. Oh my God.
If my name is not known, then his name is not Papa.
Oh my God, these people are going nuts in here. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't have much luck with the buzzer. That's one of the few that I just don't. I don't have luck with it. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. All right, I'm done with that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, too many copyrights lately. Yeah, too many copyrights.
Student boycotts and worker strike began across the country. Student boycotts soon spread first to France like neighboring countries, and then student boycotts soon spread to first student boycotts soon spread first to France and neighboring countries, and then across the Atlantic Ocean to the United States. This is negative events led to transformations in many different areas of the Far East. What you like to say? Concepts people combine, such as personal development, creativity, anti-analytic, anti-militarism, individuality, and happiness. The behavior of the one process that Western countries call the Arab Spring led to the triggering of large-scale popular movements in North Africa and
Nice,
Eastern
73.
countries. One of these were taken.
茨城県鹿嶋市の85歳、須田正義さんです。猫を4匹飼っています。年老いた2匹と若い2匹。若い猫たちは散歩が大好きです。猫2匹、尾をまっすぐに立てすまま、春の土へと入れていったり。群馬県にお住まいの79歳男性、春よ恋さんからのお便りです。
To the Capital Party, which was under control and decided the case of anti-Gaddafi and his fellow members. But despite the passing years, all these events have not brought stability to the country. The American administration, which imposed sanctions on Cuba.
目が釘付けに。
Drones spectrum of antioxidants. What's best for you? Stop support RFPs. Gold, real estate, or Bitcoin. Visit AlanCamera.com and hear Alan at his new time, 12 p.m. Sunday on News Talk 1010. Go to Point S if your car sounds like this. No stress with Point S. Go to Point S. If your tires sound like this. And to help you drive stress-free, get free installation when you buy 4 selected Pirelli tires. Offer valid until April 27th. Info only. Details at point-ads.ca. See no stress.
HF in Canada, yeah, that's the NFED. 80 feet of wire to 164 to 1 onion. Yeah, it picks up pretty good. You know, it gets noisy, but it's actually my best antenna in terms of receiving signals. And then is the MFJ 8860.
Canada, you can afford.
authorized by the local court region for the Liberal Party of Canada. And he believes that Canadians would benefit greatly from becoming the 51st state of the United States of America.
Those threats have discouraged more and more Canadians from traveling to the U.S. The governor of California wants to change that. Gavin Newsom launched his $5 million ad campaign to lure Canadians back. California, which estimates Canadians are the second biggest international spenders when it comes to tourism, says it saw a 12% drop in Canadian visitors in February compared with the same month last year. In 2024, 2 million Canadian visitors are also pumping up in Vancouver. An unknown American is trying to send Canadians a message. I thought concert life told that liberty is absolutely
Yeah, but this is a good catch. Remember, this is 1 kilohertz. It's not a strong transmitter. It's 1 kilohertz. So anytime you can get this station, it's pretty good.
Your American friends. These representing glossy advertising space told City News they wish to remain anonymous, so the message isn't about one single person. And a new exhibit on the Titanic will open in St. John's next month to honor the 113th anniversary of its sinking called the Newfoundland. So very significant with the time zone and the actual sinking time. That's Titanic submersible diver Larry Daly who created the exhibition. It will feature artifacts, displays, documents, and movie props from the 1997 classic. 130 years ago. 1,800 people lost their lives.
So of course the HF in Canada, yes they do. Some do. I need to make a video on that actually. They do, but I don't want to say what I'm mentioning another channel, and I really don't want to do that. But yeah, there is it's more data actually. It's data. And usually you know you don't hear them unless either one they're testing distress calls, but they still use HF, but it's more data. I have to look into that. I was meant to make videos on that, but I got sidetracked. And there's a website where you could track all that. You could track all the shipping.
1444518 must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly. Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete...
So it's not like aviation weather, you know, you're going to hear the voice. It's more data. It's more data. They used to. But it's more data, and I don't want to say, you know, because, yeah, and every once in a while or whatever, they do some voice, but it's like distress call, like test.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald. Billboard was, and I noticed up on the top it said,
Oh yeah, that too. The Coast Guard. They have voice messages too. You're right.
We heard talking about this issue when and talking about, well, you know, you can just get your, if you don't have your World ID, you can just get your picture taken at the biometric thing at the airport and you can still fly.
Yeah, this is the lady. This is why I'm not calling her publicly whatever controlled opposition. Right. I'm just saying any person could be controlled opposition because of the secret. The language itself. Everything that I've said brings me to one place to say, yes, these are still English. It's still going to be a weak stone away from the of righteousness. Wow. How all the man wants to produce holiness. And he can, and he won't, and he don't. You just let the old man die. If we're working until the day we die. The Apostle Paul did so well. I can see why you say over and over again. Save yourself. Generation, Daniel, and Jonas, and no one will do it. Save yourself. I'm going to say that too. You don't know about those. We're going to Daniel, and Exodus, yes. And please, God. For Noah, and do the same, God. And obey God and building them out. We are the disciples of His Son. In the flesh. The blood of God is not coming in the flesh. It's not in the flesh. There's no more. You're doing a real good job. You get 2-3 hours to let it all wear out. Okay? And Bibles and literature and all the different things, tools that you can use in the winning of souls. And we also send you tapes to make sure that that master gets a copy of this tape so that he can see. There were some little reviews that I gave him, every truth, that it's not him that
HF in Canada, yeah. So it's a matter of time before aeronautical HF comms go to data. Also one day, who knows? Yeah.
One day I invited some Catholics and shared with them.
Radio, break, loading in 283, hand radio. Your cell call, coming up now. Hand radio. Good evening. Let's give you with 7 up with me and radio. Call coming up. Danny Radio.
Yeah, that's Gander. Gander, Newfoundland.
Tree 730 north, 70 west, top level 420, moving east, 30 knots, no change, no copy. Thank you very much. We also cross the south around British India. Forecast. Valid from the 16th at 0300 until the 17th at 0300. Winds 030 degrees 20 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Flight 2 at 2,000 feet. Covered at 3,500 feet. Forecast maximum temperature 6 on the 16th at 15,000. Forecast minimum temperature 0 on the 16th at 06,000. Tempo from 0200 until 1900. Winds 020 degrees 25 knots. Gusting 25 knots. Net report. London Heathrow, net report. London Heathrow at 0320. Automated observation. Winds 190 degrees 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds, ceiling broken at 2,500 feet. Temperature normal 0.4. pH 0.998. Wind. London Basket, net report. London Basket at 0320. Winds 200 degrees 12 knots. Gusting 24 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds 2 at 2,200 feet. Ceiling broken at 2,800 feet. Temperature minus 0.5. pH 0.99. Catholic net report. Catholic at 0320. Winds 010 degrees 22 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds 2 at 2,100 feet. Temperature 1, 0.94. pH 1012. Glasgow net report. Glasgow at 0220. Automated activation. Wind 050 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds, ceiling overcast at 4,200 feet. Temperature 0.5. pH 1000. Manifested net report. Manifested to the attendance of the observation. Rules. Temperature. Dew point. 07. QNH1018. Amnesty International. War 230. 220 degrees Celsius. Variable between 290 and 250 degrees. Cabin K. Temperature. 10. Dew point. 04. QNH1020. 19. Radon the milliliter. 320. 130 degrees. 11 knots. Cabin K. Temperature. 15. Dew point. 07. QNH1000. On time. 320 automatic. 120 degrees. 11 knots. Variable between 7 and 150 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. Open. 8,400 feet. Cloud type not available. Open. 9,900 feet. Cloud type not available. Overcast. 11,000 feet. Cloud type not available. Temperature 11. Dew point 02. QNH1000 later. Again, 215 knots. Information broadcast. 10:38. 0320. 030 knots. Cabin K. Temperature 9. Dew point 5. QNH10 minor 19. Chile 0250. 2 knots. Cabin K. Temperature 12. Dew point 04. QNH10 minor. At a stop. 320. Variable at 1 knot. Visibility 10 kilometers.
Alright, Volney. Before that was Shannon Volney.
Coordinated universal time.
And we talk about how you can notice if we're being set up for an attack, and I do mean by fire. And here are some of the things that we have seen in advance of being hit by directed energy weapons here in Northern California. We notice heavy chemtrailing at least 3 to 5 days ahead of an attack. We notice that the barometer is lowered 50% or less. Now the LA fires, not the barometer.
Got at the owner in the freaking convenience store, and he took off running. I think he shot second or third time, and they got freaking drones out here and freaking cops everywhere. Wow. And he's running around free. They ain't got him yet. He's on foot. I'll be damned. Or he was on foot. I think he's really going to have a bad dream now because this freaking... Oh, I was here. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm all up to speed. I was listening from about 7 o'clock on, so I never missed a beat. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, good for you. Yeah.
time. 3 hours, 50 minutes.
You know? The burst.
CH Canada, temps universel coordonné, 3 heures, 51 minutes. 3 hours, 51 minutes.
Get up there, get up there, get up there. No traffic over here. Gotta get out. All right, 17. Cina. That's Cina. CINA out of Canada. Hear Indian music.
Caucus explained that more than 100 national partners have joined the movement, which will
Very nice. Wow.
this day with workshops.
Program is presentation of Ministries, Atlanta, Georgia, and remains in the station for the greatest jobs as your signal operator.
Resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive.
There you go, Buffalo, New York. WWKB, Buffalo, New York.
This is Dr. Riyadh from DPR Dentistry. More men than ever are worried about their smile and their appearance. With Invisalign, your teeth will look amazing and stay healthier.
Hey, Buffalo. Guess what? I'm the first someone saying, let's pray for tonight. To get this man's hands on working on it, I took the trip from Columbus, Ohio to DPR Dentistry for Invisalign. And let me tell you, it's a game changer. Dr. Riyadh and her squad at DPR Dentistry, they're like the MVPs of dental care. High-tech and top.
Construction just south of the Occoquan River, going out to Woodbridge, Holmesville City. We're going to open up this Sunday. Get for free. Visit leadernation.com.
This is slop. That's local. Let me go to 1310. Nah, it's still early.
But there's so many different situations. Some people, they decide they're going to get divorced, but still
Okay,
live together
1210 out of Philly.
for the sake of the children, but they're still out dating. So I would love to hear what works for you, because there's no right or wrong answer. 855-839-1210. I'm Michelle Jerson, in for Walter Sterling. You're listening to Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
Ready for an exciting night. Politics and pints. Trump's first 100 days. Tuesday night, May 6th.
During an investigation for the sensitive information on March 21st, ex-Chief of Staff Joe Casper launched an effort to combat unauthorized
News 3-1170 WWTA. Following is a paid program. The views and opinions in this segment are solely those of the host or organization and are not necessarily those of WWTA, its staff, or management.
Aliens have been charged with defrauding the Social Security Administration and stealing American citizens' identities. According to Woke Sky, the Trump administration has vowed to crack down on identity theft committed by illegal immigrants after an Arizona woman recently pleaded guilty to defrauding U.S. companies while making $17 million for herself and North Korea. Elon Musk said he expects arrests in connection to a significant Social Security fraud. The regime of the U.S. just applying levies and tariff controls to now thinking about export controls. And that was the big news that hit the tech sector yesterday, with NVIDIA saying that the ban on the export of their H20 chips to China.
Deportation order from the United States.
U.S. District Judge Paula Sheena told a Justice Department attorney during Tuesday's contentious hearing
1110 out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
to determine whether the DOJ is abiding by the Supreme Court order and her orders. And the Orlando Magic advanced to the NBA playoffs, defeating the Atlanta Hawks 129-5 to claim the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. America's listening to Fox News.
What if I told you that today means 20 to 30?
And the LIE is looking good. I'm Patty Benzina. Our next report is at 12:11. 10 wins on 92.3 FM.
Experience exceptional service at Mercedes-Benz of Edison and discover why they've been honored with the 2025 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year Award from Cars.com. Recognized not just in New Jersey, but across the entire United States. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
A standoff between the City Council and City Hall.
10 wins.
Two choices. 212 choices.
It's Dr. Lederman with Carrie Stubbs, who sends
970 the answer.
cancer treatment.
New York City.
Association des Sénégalais, vraiment, c'est une association de... Bon.
Well, let's bring aboard Mike Curtis, Dallas Morning News Mavericks reporter. Let's find out a little bit what took place in that session with Mavs General Manager Nico Harrison. Mike, thanks for joining us here on Game Night. Happy to win that lottery.
Le travailleur d'ici risque d'être bien réel. Ici Christian Noël, Radio-Canada, Montréal.
En Ontario, le gouvernement Ford a pris
CJBC out of Canada.
son troisième mandat à l'occasion du discours du trône. Il a notamment été question de commerce interprovincial, de minéraux critiques et de la mise en chantier de projets d'infrastructure. La province entend dépenser des centaines de milliards de dollars afin de renforcer l'économie ontarienne. Jean-Loup Doudard a préparé ce qui suit.
Pas de restrictions, pas de formalités administratives.
Speaking at the capital, Port-au-Prince, Amy Pope said gangs now control large portions of the city, and many Haitians lack
WNYC NPR station, BBC World Service after midnight.
According
court in Peru has sentenced the former president Ollanta Humala to 15 years in prison for money laundering. Humala and his wife were convicted of accepting illegal election campaign contributions from the Brazilian construction giant Odebrecht. Speaking after the verdict, the prosecutor Rafael Vela said no one was above the law.
In Peru, following due process, there are no untouchable people. The law is the same for everybody, including the second constitutional president of the republic. Today, he deserved.
Eliminating its competitors. Zuckerberg characterized the decision to purchase Instagram as a way to avoid building a new app from scratch and instead buy an app that was already successful. Meta's lawyers have denied the FTC's allegations, saying Meta faces plenty of competition from other social media platforms like TikTok.
Zoomer Radio was kind of weak. Zoomer Radio out of Canada. WOR.
About all the options. When I was a medical student and as a young man in Iowa, one of the obligations of the doctor was to tell a person, a patient, all the options. In fact, the informed consent process is talking about.
WFAN.
A former Yankee manager, Girardi, he was a beautiful man because.
WSNR. New York. WMCA out of New York.
Fully God. I'm going to give you scripture about this.
It's too early. It's too early. That's a harmonic. It's a harmonics. Harmonic. I wish I could get 198. I wish. It's harmonics. That's it, boy. That's it. Nope. Yeah. I don't get that anymore. We used to get Loran at 100 kilohertz. I remember that. I got a video on that, Loran. Loran. But no more. No more. Oh, sorry, man. No more. Yeah. Loran. Anyway, there you go. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Wow. That's a nice live stream. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna stay up and do some laundry, believe it or not, in the boiler room and have a couple of cold ones and just listen to some talk radio and stuff. I'll continue listening over there with one on I don't know yet. Maybe I'll plug this one in tonight. I don't know. But I'll listen to one of the other ones. So anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Bye-bye.